Oh, yo. Yo. Today we got the time the Fantastic Four made Doctor Doom's life a living H-double hockey stick. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm pretty sure it's like Fantastic Four 1 with Jessica Alba. And the only thing I remember from that movie is the scene where she took her clothes off so she can be more invisible. Other than that, I couldn't even tell you.
I bet. So the movie opens up with Reed and Ben pulling up to Victor Von Doom's tower, basically begging for money and a job. Reed wants to do some nerdy research bullshit in space. Cosmic radiation was the only words that I understood from this shit. Bear with me, y'all. I dropped out of college. Because as soon as this YouTube shit started taking off, I withdrew from all my classes instantly. Reed gets called a broke nigga and the smartest dumbass on earth because he agrees to a deal with the devil, giving Doom 75% of applications and patents. I'm gonna attempt to translate this for us.
So he ain't getting no money at all. Jesus. That's unfortunate. But I thought Dr. Doom lived in Liberia. Yeah.
Broke common folk. Basically, Doom just fucked Reed with a pool cue and absolutely zero lube with this deal. Ben is asking for details about the flight to space, and more importantly, he's trying to drop the boat, but gets told that they already have a pilot. My fucking goat, Johnny Storm. This nigga is on a motorcycle making out with a bitch who's literally driving. Nah, this is a crazy ass flex, no cap. That's how you know this was made by Fox in 2005, because Disney would never, especially now, oh hell no, the mouse would be furious. Johnny was my favorite member when I was a little teeny bopper, and he still is my favorite member now. Even more when I heard that he tried to sneak 2 bad bitches into a flight simulator. Bro was trying to show him the cockpit.
Why not actual plane, bro?
Everybody's getting ready talking about the uniform when Sue Storm, sexy ass.
Oh. I'm not sure she white, Mexican, or otherwise, bro. Whatever side she on, I'm there. I'm going.
Walks into the spot. Jesus fucking Christ.
Tell you something. I don't know what they call that stuff, but that little like caramel, man. You gotta stop playing. I mean, if they give me one right now, tear it up live.
And Reed must feel the exact same way that I feel, because just look at how bro is laser focused on fine shit right now. He even says the thing. But turns out he was talking about the material for the uniforms. Shut up. This is exactly why this dork ass nigga never resonated with me. You see Bussy Latina, Jessica Alba.
Yeah, bro, she Latina, bro. I'm a Latinita. I like that one. I like that for myself. If she Latina, I'm a Latinita. I like that from me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wordmaker.io. Yeah. You see all that? You're just thinking about the suit? Nah, bro. I'm trying to. If all things are clear and ready to go, bro, I'm trying to get her out that suit.
In her prime, who's built like fucking Mewtwo, and she's showing some cleavage, but you're more worried about the goddamn spacesuits? Yeah.
And he's still gonna crack.
Looking
Yeah, get this man out of here, bro. This is not my Reed Richards. So we're in the ship now, and Ben goes to put the samples on the outside of the ship, and Victor's trying to put TYB on his resume by proposing to Sue. So yeah, bro's trying to take this nigga's bitch by literally showing her the world. Like, actually.
That's what's up.
Reed is maybe like 10 feet away working on some equations or some bullshit. And bro, this is wicked work, bro. Imagine taking a loan from your op, and he's trying to fuck your ex on y'all business trip. You're bitchless and you're broke? Goddamn, Reed.
Hey man, say man, from Reed's perspective, dang. But from Doom's perspective, That's some good hoops. I like that.
Pick a struggle, gang. But before Sue can answer, outer space pulls off the greatest cock block of the century. Because there's a cosmic storm making a beeline straight for the shit. But Victor doesn't give a fuck. He was seconds away from maybe securing fine shit for the rest of his life. So he's in a pissy mood right now, saying, fuck that shit. We're gonna finish this mission. You know how much bread I spent taking your bitch ass to space? We are not leaving. The whole time, Ben is outside and he has about 5 to 6 minutes to come back before he's playing pickup basketball with Wilt Chamberlain. Ben knows that he's insanely cooked, bro. He's a dead man floating. Meanwhile, on the ship, Doom is raising the shields, only thinking about himself, saying fuck Ben and everything he stands for. And when Sue sees this, she instantly gets the ick. And any chance of you...
Gang, I ain't gonna hold you. I like my safety just as much as the next dude, but at some point, I'm gonna bet on the odds I survive. I need to let her think I'm a good person for as long as possible. I need like 10 cracking sessions. I need like 10 cracking sessions before she gets to see how bad of a person I actually am. And that's for Jessica Alba. Any other girl, hey, you don't know I'm a bad person when you meet me.
Getting that fantastic coochie went out the window. She goes to help everybody else, but it's already too damn late. The storm hits and it's GG's. Everyone gets hit with life-altering radiation, especially Ben. Bro got cosmic backshots. And by the grace of fucking God, they somehow make it back to Earth like nothing ever happened. Johnny is rage-baiting Unc. Reed is hovering over professionals, telling them how to do their job, and Sue is sleeping. Everything seems normal, like everything is fine. And Victor must be in the doghouse or some shit because he sends an insane amount of flowers for old girl. But Reed peeps that he sent orchids, which Sue is insanely allergic to, and swaps them out for sunflowers because those are her favorite. Damn, Reed, okay. You just don't forget some things, huh, do you? Whole time Sue was not sleeping. She heard this entire exchange, bro. Earned my nigga some brownie points. Doom is going through with his investors right now, threatening to pull out of the company. Nick Cannon cannot relate. That nigga couldn't pull out of a driveway to save his life. Johnny has nothing to do and wants to go snowboarding on the Alps outside of the hotel, but this sexy ass nurse is doing everything in her power to try and stop him. But he's flirting with her the entire time while he's getting dressed, telling her to meet him when she gets off of work, and gives her a quick little kiss before he leaves. Shorty flustered, not even knowing.
You can't do that nowadays, bro. You try to do that, bro. You end up with old Hollywood fat dude and dude that ended himself.
What to do, but I'll tell y'all what she ends up doing, because she ends up going snowboarding with Johnny. Shorty got a big ass smile on her face and everything, so they're cutting it up down the slope, and she thinks bro was on fire. You would have thought he was Magic Johnson in the 90s the way he was burning. He panics and accidentally triggers his powers, leaving him butt ass naked in a pool of snow. And even in this very terrifying moment, he still decided to riz this bitch. Nah, this motherfucking goat right here, bro. I swear to God, the new Johnny Storm better be like this, because if not, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm seeing the movie on Thursday, so I'll let y'all know.
I don't think he is. I think they went for more of a balance. Imagine Chris Evans, Johnny, but smart. Oh, so he still gets those? Oh, that's what's up.
If he is or not. The next few minutes is everybody else finding out that they got powers. Doom gets what is basically magic on steroids. Ben gets acid reflux or some shit from eating shrimp and excuses himself from a dinner with Reed and Sue. So to break the awkwardness that is eating with your ex, Reed congratulates her on being with Doom. And her being the petty Latina she is, she gets mad because Reed is not fighting for her. Bitch, it has been 2 years already, and you changed your...
Fighting for you? We ain't even together, bro. Yeah, we broke up. You ain't my fight to fight no more. I already got mine.
Number, so we couldn't even call you. So in the middle of her rant about praising Doom while degrading Reed, her powers activates and she turns invisible. She looks at her hands and she sees that she's now the female version of John Cena and smacks a bottle off the table. But Reed activates his powers, turning into Luffy, grabbing the bottle before it hits the floor. Johnny runs to the spot butt ass naked after probably clapping some cheeks if we being real, and they all know something is wrong. Shit, the same with Doom because...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. If he was clapping Shorty, she likes to play with fire. Because you just saw bro just ignite the flames randomly and survive. And you still gonna let him... Yeah, nah.
This man is losing hair faster than the WNBA loses revenue. Johnny starts playing with his fire like a magic trick and is happy as hell, while everybody else is worried about Ben, who's going through it right now. This nigga looks like he tried the chicken wings from Taco Bell. I'm telling y'all, that shit will fuck up your stomach for days.
Never been.
Not eat that shit. Reed opens the
Wait, I've been in Taco Bell. They gave me a cold taco. It was nasty. I didn't
door
like
with
it.
his nasty ass powers, and Ben busts out the room like the orange flavored Kool-Aid man. Ben goes back home to see his wife, and she is in complete terror because bro looks like the Pokemon Golem in real life. She's running away, almost getting hit by a cab, bro. Ben is understandably depressed to the point where he's sitting on top of the bridge, accidentally stopping somebody from how do I say this? Disconnecting from the lobby. He scares him, causing him to fall in the street, and Ben makes the save, stopping a truck with no effort. That nigga just sticks
Wait, pause. Was bro's plan just to fall into the street? Nah, bro. He didn't find a building or nothing to make sure he actually got the full impact. Yeah, bro. You ain't really on that.
his shoulder and hit six that bitch. Now this causes the most accurate depiction of New York driving I have ever seen in my life. This shit deadass looks like the opening race scene for Cars. This big ass demolition derby on a bridge. So because of the crash, the group can't get to Ben. So Reed tells Sue to turn invisible and go through the crowd undetected. But she ends up giving every guy watching this movie in the 2000s boners instead. Reed's plan.
That's the only thing I remember from the movie. It's a scene.
Still ends up working anyways because sexy blonde in bra and panties is a good distraction also. It might actually be better if I'm being honest with y'all. So they finally find Golurk and a car explodes with a girl right next to it. But Johnny goes making the save, blocking her from the fire, and Sue uses a force field blocking the blast. Everything's looking good, right? Well, no, it's not. Because this fire truck almost falls off the bridge, but Ben pulls the truck off the ledge and Reed saves a firefighter from hitting blue concrete. Everyone is clapping and cheering for Ben, celebrating what he just did, when his bitch ass wife pulls up and leaves the ring on the floor. Pretty much.
Why? Oh my god. She could have pawned it or something. It's like, gang, you came here just for that? Alright.
Dumping him publicly. All because he looks like Reggie Rock now. Like, damn, bitch, you had.
That's. I ain't gonna lie, Brandon. That. Good
to do this shit in public. You couldn't wait till y'all was like in a private setting or some shit. Ben goes to get the ring but struggles, and damn, I really feel bad for him.
That's actually
Deadass got the shit end of the stick with these powers. Sue can turn invisible, avoiding any and all accountability. Johnny can engulf himself in flames and literally fly all over the place. Reed can make his dick however big he wants, and Ben is just a big ass orange rock. Talk about unfucking lucky, bro. But don't even worry about it, Ben. We gonna find you someone even better than that bitch. Mind y'all, his wife was white. That's all I'm saying, bro. So this story is all over the news, and they're calling them the Fantastic Four. And Johnny thinks this is the coolest thing ever because it literally is. Like, you're a fucking superhero now. That's fucking lit. So he goes to talk to the press, but everybody follows to stop him. The fire chief asks who's the leader, and Johnny tries to claim the title, but Unc knows this nigga is cap. He knows damn well Johnny ain't no fucking leader. And Reed starts talking to the press about their powers, and this one bitch ass reporter tries to diss my nigga Ben.
Thing doesn't look so fantastic.
Fire fist. Yeah, bro. Like, that's the thing about people who want to talk about mutants, superheroes, and whatnot. Y'all, you don't have survival instincts. Because if I see someone carry a whole fire truck and destroy a whole 18-wheeler with just their shoulder, I'm not making fun of bro. At least to his face. I'm getting on the internet. Like, the thing is not so fantastic. That's how I'm moving. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And you can just smell the
Doesn't look so fantastic.
and you can just smell the steaming pile of dog shit that is Dr. Doom's company stock. Because the investors are done investing. They're gonna go find another hotshot billionaire with an ego to invest tons of money into. Reed then brings everybody back to the Baxter building when we get our Stan Lee cameo as Willie the Mayor.
R.I.P. bro.
Shit deadass took me by surprise, bro. I totally forgot about this. Doom pulls up to the spot to take Sue back to his crib to crack some buns, but Reed catches him instantly.
Damn, she do got the wet. I don't know what it is about wet hair that, you know what I'm saying? Especially with that, like, curly, like, black woman hair. So, I don't know what it's about that just,
And Sue ultimately chooses Reed over Doom because this nigga is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Like, come on, y'all. The man's name is literally Doom. Do I have to spell it out for y'all? Reed tries to say sorry for the evisceration of Doom's company, and bro starts talking crazy to Reed until Ben shows up all rocky and shit, asking if there's a problem. And like the pussy ass bitch Doom is, he says, no, there ain't no problem, sir. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, I thought so. So now that Doom has lost his bitch that was never really his, if we being real, his money slash company, and his fame, bro goes to the doctor and
wait a second. He didn't have like offshore accounts, investment portfolios, or nothing. I ain't gonna lie, this movie isn't so believable. You're telling me a multi, let's say, millionaire, probably billionaire, don't got extra money in the background? All right.
learns that he's losing his humanity as well. So this nigga has a metal shell forming underneath his skin, basically turning him into evil Wolverine minus the claws, but plus the brain power and magic. Doc is about to go snitch to the CDC because this could be a potentially contagious outbreak that can shut down the world. So instead of calmly trying to get the doctor to not do that, this nigga calmly does the doctor the same way Norman did, bro, in Spider-Man 1. We got Investor Man from earlier walking to his Aston Martin in this creepy ass garage with lights flickering and shit. What could go wrong? Well, I'll tell you. Doom pulls up on him and this nigga is talking about no hard feelings, right? Bitch, what the fuck do you mean no hard feelings?
Nah. Cause it's one of those moments where it's like you probably got to fight because no one's around. You're in a parking garage at night, and he's just pulling up on you after you just took all his money. Yeah, bro, you probably gonna have to fight or learn how to dodge bullets if this were real life. Cause you don't play with people's money.
I lost my company. And then for the cherry on top, what do you mean no hard feelings? I lost my company. And then for the cherry on top, he tells this nigga to go back to his home country and start fresh. Nah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Go back
you
home.
deserve whatever happens next to you, gang. Oh shit, I did not expect a hyper beam to the heart, but fuck it, bro, I guess. Johnny sneaks out the crib to go to the X Games because he's bored, and he melts a nigga's tires for talking crazy trying to race him. So bro's at the X Games trying to be the next Travis Pastrana and lands the first trick, but they tell him that he gotta up the score this time. So he goes for the next trick and looks like he's about to be on 1,000 ways to die, but he flames on and starts flying, kind of. He then gets interviewed showing off the drip, you know what I'm saying, the big ass 4 logo on the screen, you gotta throw it up one time, and he starts giving nicknames to all the team members. Sue is the invisible girl. I don't know why it's girl when she's a woman, but okay.
Full grown woman. Does what she wants.
Reed gets Mr. Fantastic, which is actually tough. I like that one. And then he absolutely hoes Ben Grimm, naming him the Thing. God.
What else could they possibly name him, bro? Hulk's already taken. The Thing is kind of disrespectful. Rox D. Zabek? Grim Rock? Rocky? Stones. I like Stones.
Damn, Johnny, you should have just named him Ugly Nigga and called it a day. Ben just lost his bitch and genuinely scares people. Can you at least throw my nigga a bone, bro? The group pulls up on Johnny and Ben turns this nigga's red Porsche into a Skittle and presses Johnny, but he then decides to let it be. You know, there's people around and shit. This is family business. We're gonna handle this in private. Yeah, Johnny says fuck that and throws a fireball at the back of his head. So Ben Falcon punches this nigga through Reed into a clear Burger King ad placement. Sue then breaks it up by using her force field, so Blockhead and Fireboy walk off. We then see Doom break into his own company facility, murking his own employees to get a heat-seeking missile and a hyper-cooling unit. I don't know, he's a smart nigga, so he knows.
Heat-seeking. Why did they just have that?
What he's gonna do. Ben is at the bar breaking everything in sight and orders a drink, but old girl over here makes it a triple shot and puts it on her tab. Okay, appreciate you, baby. Turns out Shorty is blind, so she starts feeling up on Ben so she could see him.
That's Kelly Rowland, right? No, hold on. Damn, I'm close. No, no actors.
Treating this nigga like a life-size version of Braille. And I can't even cap, Ben. She might be blind, but I'ma call this an upgrade for you. No cap, my nigga. A beautiful black woman that's blind wants to fuck.
How did she find the bar? That's one thing I really want to know. How do blind people like go out to eat by themselves? Because they can't find the door to a McDonald's just by smelling, right? Like they have no yeah, how do they even get there? Do they have to remember? Like if you're born blind, you want some McDonald's. How do you get there? Huh.
Fuck with you. Shit, that's a win, bro. Fuck your ex bitch, bro. We ain't worried about that. We worried about the present. We worried about right now. And right now, we just caught a dub. Give me a high five, bro. We're at Doom's crib and we finally see the Doom mask. And they try to sell it to us as a reward for humanitarian contributions in Latveria. Oh my god, thank you so much for helping out our country. Take this evil ass mask as a gift.
Yeah, bro, that's how Europeans really be moving.
If this would actually be cool if this nigga gave a fuck about his hood, because he doesn't even mention Latveria once in this movie. The only time we do hear about it is from this investor before he fucking dies, so it's basically a throwaway line. Like, this man made it out the hood and switched up on his people so quick, bro. That's crazy. What's even crazier is that Doom has a bunch of goon cameras in the Baxter building. Like, what the fuck? Are you trying to see Sue in the shower or some shit? You're trying to watch Reed pipe the bitch that you've been trying to fuck for 2 years?
Damn.
This man is freaked the fuck out.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
Sue and Reed get out the house to spend some time together doing nerd shit, and my nigga Reed low-key got his ball back. Doom pulls up on Ben buying him pancakes and a milkshake and tells him that Reed has the cure, but he's bullshitting so he could crack invisible butt cheeks, like taking candy from a baby, bro. Ben falls for the hezzy.
But if he had the cure, or him cracking Invisible Lady has no intersection with that at all.
So now he pins Ben against Reed, causing a fight, I think. I don't know if I'd call this a fight. There's definitely beef though. So out of guilt, Reed uses the machine on himself and it fails because this nigga is melting now. Now with Reed turning into mush, Sue looking after him, and Johnny on the prowl for bitches with low self-esteem, there is a open layup for Doom. And that nigga turns it into a 360 windmill dunk instead because he uses the machine on Ben and amplifies it with his powers, turning the thing back into Ben Grimm. But it's all part of his master plan to get rid of Reed's rock hard bodyguard. But Ben's dumbass.
Yo, my computer being embarrassing right now, bro.
But it's all part of his master plan to get rid of Reed's rock hard bodyguard. But Ben's dumbass can't see that shit, so he thanks Doom and gets bitch slapped for it, knocking him out cold. Reed pulls up on them and catches a hyper beam to the chest and falls out the window. He has barely any control over his powers now, so he kinda just slowly falls to the bottom of the Baxter building. He actually falls so slow to the bottom that Doom takes an elevator 35 stories down and practically meets him there around the same time. Doom peeps that his once supermodel handsome face is now chop shit. Also, he's committing tons of fucking crimes without a shiesty on in New York City. That's like going to LA and not eating at In-N-Out. You always gotta rock the shiesty in New York, bro. That shit's a...
Is In-N-Out really that good? I've been to California one time. I'm pretty sure it's Sonic's, not In-N-Out. No, I don't remember.
essential. That's just part of the starter pack. You got the Timbs with the baggy jeans, the white wife beater underneath the white Goodfellow tee that is one size too small, and then you got a Yankee fitted on top. So Doom equips the mask to his player build and turns into the Riddler, asking Reed all these fucking questions and shit. Like, damn, nigga, just kill me, bro. Stop asking me all these fucking riddles. Talking about what happens to rubber when it's super cold. Just fucking kill me, bro. Get it over with. Fuck. He's talking shit to Reed when I realize this nigga has a direct view to the Baxter building from his. So he's been getting a constant reminder of his failure every single time he looks outside. Nah, I can't even cap, bro. I'd be mad too. I'd be fucking furious, bro. The nigga that ruined my company is literally in my POV every single day. Oh hell nah, I'd be hot. But this nigga must
Just
be
move.
fucking pissed because he fires a heat-seeking missile at the building and Johnny flames on, distracting the missile, finally flying. He tries to trick it with a fireball in the sky and flaming off, but it doesn't work. That was low-key a smart idea though. I gotta give him credit for that shit. But he comes up with an even better play, lighting this trash boat on fire so the missile explodes, hitting that instead of Johnny. But he ends up
Wasn't there like a person on there who had to like move the? They just end someone's life.
falling in the water. So as somebody who plays Pokemon way too fucking much, I want to assume he's dead, but I know damn well he's not. Sue goes to help Reed while being invisible, but Doom catches her, then eating a force field, but that shit did like 0 damage. He then hits my queen with a point blank hyper beam. Jesus Christ, bro. She's a woman. What are you doing, gang? She goes invisible, but Doom said it smelled like bitch in here, grabbing her by the throat, then throwing her to the ground. But since Ben Grimm is an ultra feminist, he busts through the wall, transformed back into the thing, saying this.
I know it's a recap, but like, dude, you couldn't explain how he got his powers back, or was it like a temporary thing?
He punches the dog shit out of Doom, sending him flying, but this nigga hits the lights on his ass and spears him out the window, falling into a pool, then falling into a garbage truck, all wet and smelly like Krishan Rock's coochie, bro. Ugh, oh my god, I could just take one look at that bitch and tell that she
Yeah, bro, you about to get punched in the face.
stank. She don't stink, she stank. And then they have the most goofy ass Looney Tunes SpongeBob SquarePants ass fight, denting the truck. And Ben still gets hoed. Like, bro, your only job is to box niggas, and you can't even do that. How the fuck does your big ass get outboxed by a nigga who uses magic? Now, who this nigga Doom think he is, bro? This is low-key tough. That nigga was aura farming with the smoke and lightning. Ben then tells this woman that he's gotta borrow her car and proceeds to launch it 100 feet into Doom.
Insurance gone.
Completely totaling it. Man, if he said that shit to me, I would have been pissed.
No.
He would have had to fight me and Doom because I'm jumping you now. Because what do you mean you're going to borrow my car as a weapon? I just started making payments on my shit. You must be out of your fucking mind, Ben. Grab a taxi or some shit because you are not touching my car. We get one aura farming entrance after another because Doom comes out the bus, slow as hell.
Why was he in a mess?
That's how you know this shit was in 2005 because niggas really thought that shit was tough. You are a white man, bro. There's no way in hell you could make that shit look swaggy. Ben charges at him and Doom picks up a pole, turning into Aaron Judge, smacking this man for an RBI double. And just when he's about to hit the final blow, he gets interrupted by...
Like, what is the thing doing, gang? Like you said, your whole job is punch hard, and you're getting punched hard. What are you doing?
And tells his ass to take a number and he'll be right with him, going for the kill until Sue saves Ben, and you can tell Doom is visibly pissed behind the mask. Then getting hit with a fireball by my king, so now it's a 4v1 jump session.
So
Doom starts spamming lightning bolts all over the place, and now the people of New York decide it's a good idea to run away. Anyways, Reed smacks him with a mailbox, then wrapping around him, allowing Johnny to go supernova around Doom. Sue uses a force field so Johnny doesn't set New York on fucking fire, and since Doom is literally made out of metal, his mask is permanently melted on his face. And Reed hits his...
Damn, bro, that's how he gets his mask all melted in. Bro, I'm pretty sure in like the comics, the reason his face is messed up is because he tried to bring back his family, and then like magic took something from him, I think.
Bitch ass with a riddle, seeing how he likes it, asking him what happens when you rapidly cool super metal, and freezes this nigga in place like Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. And yeah, the day is saved, causing minimal damage is possible when fighting Doom, which is amazing. Hopefully the Avengers could take some notes. After every fight they win, the city looks like they goddamn lost. There's a party celebrating the Fantastic Four. Ben gets his blind find shit, and Reed proposes to Sue finally. Then Johnny flames on, hitting the foe in Sky for extra swag, and Doom gets deported back to Latveria, I think. But yeah, that's the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. You know how to drop another banger for y'all.
I mean, that's what's up. Throw up your foes for Fantastic Foes.